Hey everyone, so today I'm sharing with you my fourth installment of my Fall Trends series videos, and this one is all about home stuff, like how I make my home feel cozy for fall, because that to me is really what fall is all about. Fall just feels so great. It's just the best, to me it's the best time of year. I'm also going to be sharing with you a recipe, so we'll be going down to my kitchen and I'll be showing you that, and also a couple of decor things, not a ton of stuff, but I'm just going to show you some things that I put out for fall that make me feel happy. The recipe I'm going to share will be at the end of the video. It is the best recipe to me because everyone likes it. You can make a million different things out of it. I'll explain in a moment. That sounds weird. It's easy. You probably have everything to make it other than like apples, which you probably have to go out and buy. But it's just great, and it's homemade. It's homemade applesauce in the crock pot. It makes your home smell amazing. You can also use that to make apple pies, which I'll tell you about. And it just makes this yummy, like, I know applesauce doesn't sound that exciting, but it makes like a dessert almost. Like when you serve it warm out of the crock pot, it's like a dessert. And blah, I just can't describe it. It's so good. And people will be really impressed. I know it's like applesauce, not a big deal. People will be impressed because it tastes amazing. Like, people won't even say, wow, this is applesauce. It's like a little yummy dessert. It's just so good. So first I'm going to share with you some of my fall candles, because to me, like I said, it's just all about like scents to me. For years, since the Leaves candle came out at Bath & Body Works, which was way before my YouTube days, I still have my original first little leaves and the gold thing before they were even in these. I still have the little votive that it came in. But this is fall to me. It's since become a very popular fragrance, and I have bought one every single year. I just burned the last bit of my old one from last year, which had like that much in it. I like how they change up the packaging every year. It's kind of fun, and I think that they've gotten to the best packaging yet with the gold lids, and this is White Barn Candle Company, and they just look so nice. It has like an apple cinnamon just yumminess scent, and it makes your home smell so good. Not too fruity or crazy, which I like scents that are like this, that just smell nice and just really warm and inviting. And I didn't buy any other candles. I smelled all of their, but I have 3 more to show you that are my, like, they still have these, but these are mine from last year. They have so many new fall fragrances this year, and Brad and I went the other day and we smelled all of them, and there are some that smell really great and everything, but I couldn't justify buying a lot of them because I just always go back to the Leaves. That is my favorite, and then these. And I was going to buy another pumpkin patch, but I didn't really need one. Because I find that I don't burn this one as much as like the Leaves. But this is probably the best pumpkin one they have. They have pumpkin cupcake. They have like the creamy pumpkin, which I'm not a huge fan of that. I mean, it's okay, but to me, the pumpkin patch just smells really good. It's just a true pumpkin that smells with a little bit of cinnamon. It smells really good, and it's not sickening or anything. So the pumpkin patch is one of my favorites. And then caramel apple, I did see that they did have this again this year. And this is just another one of those. This one smells so sweet and caramelly, but I love this like in the kitchen. It just smells so delicious. Really does smell just like a caramel apple, but this is one of my favorites, so pick that one up if you haven't tried it. That one's really good. And then this one can be like more of a fall winter scent, but it reminds me almost of like burning leaves, or like, which doesn't really sound like a great scent that you'd want, but it has like a sweet marshmallowy, it's Marshmallow Fireside. It has like a sweet marshmallowy scent, but then it has like a bit of like a burning wood smell. And I love this for fall too. It just smells so good. The original Fireside that is brown, that smells like straight burning wood, I like it. It smells really delicious when you burn it. It does not smell good when you smell it out of the jar to me. But if you're funny about the Fireside one, try the Marshmallow Fireside because it is delicious. So I'm going to show you a couple of things. My decor philosophy for fall isn't really putting out a lot of like orangey things and leaves and stuff. I like for stuff that I put out not to look like not my stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I like it to kind of blend in with my regular decor and to look like my original stuff. And you'll see what I'm talking about. Like, I don't know how to describe it, but that's just my style. That's what I like. And I found that in the years past, if I ever put out like a lot of orangey garland or anything like that's too fall looking, I end up taking it down in a week because it starts to make me itch because I don't like it. But yeah, I really love the things that I use now, and it's most of the stuff that I used last year too. Some of it. I didn't buy anything new this year. The only thing that I do want to get for my front porch are some mums, because that always feels like fall to me. I still have some geraniums out on my front porch, so I need to move those and get some mums. But yeah, I need to get some mums. But and maybe like a pumpkin or something. But that's just simple stuff. So I'll show you my really simple fall decor. Like I said, nothing groundbreaking. It's just what I have out and what I like. So let's go. So this is in our foyer. When you first come in, I like to have just a little bit of something. These pumpkins are actually made out of foam, and I've had them for years. I got them at Michael's, and they're just, you know, they look like they're really nice, but they're not. So I really love the look of those rather than like spending a ton of money on those mercury glass ones or ones that kind of give the same effect. So I really like these. And moving on into our family room, I have some pumpkins up on the mantle that are just made out of straw that I've had for a couple years now from Target. And then down here I just have this light up pumpkin that is just kind of over there. I don't know, I light it up sometimes like when people are here. And in the past I've even put it out on the porch. So if you guys want to see more like decor and stuff, I post a ton of pictures of this room and other rooms of the house on my blog, so check that out too. And then here's our dining room. I have some, don't pay attention to the ladder over there. I've been working on some things. If you want to see this like whole chair redo, and I have a whole post of on how I redid these chairs on my blog too. There's a little tab at the top of my blog that says home decor, so you can see all my home posts there. But I have these little pumpkin little dishes that are for soup or for whatever. And I've had these for a couple years. They're from Williams-Sonoma, and I used to put them like on the place settings, but now that I have the table larger, since this is a bigger room than our old house, I only have 4. So yeah, I just put them in the middle and figure you could like serve something cute out of them. I don't know, but I didn't change anything else. These are my usual things, and these like little feather napkins from Target last year are actually really cute for fall too. So I leave those out year round because I just think that they're precious. And then my pretty light, I've showed this is from our old house, like when we moved, I brought all the good fixtures with us, but this one kind of looks, I don't know, I just love it. All the branches, it's just so pretty any time of year, but especially really pretty in the fall. Oh my gosh, and Waylon should not be there. He's totally decided he's gonna start laying on the white couch, and I can't, look at him. He's like, I'm not gonna look at you. I'm gonna pretend like this is totally okay. All right, you got away with it. And then this is my little chalkboard wall. I have a post about this on my blog. Let me get over here so you can see better. It's really fun and pretty, and I love it so much. But I did this little fall is here thing, and you can go to my blog to see what I did. I know I keep saying go to my blog, but seriously, like, go there if you want more home stuff. Actually did get some mums, and then this is also our little fake pumpkin rather than having a real one, and it's Alabama, so that's always good. So you see what I kind of mean? Like the stuff looks like it, you know, it just blends into my regular decor. It doesn't look like I've, you know, gone out and just bought fall stuff that doesn't look like me, you know? I don't, do whatever you like, but that's what I like. So now let's go to the kitchen, and I will show you this delicious yumminess that is this applesauce recipe that Waylon goes crazy when I make this, first of all. Last year I made it, and I made it with just a few apples. This year I'm making like a huge batch of it, but oh my gosh, it smells so good. So I'm gonna start with a big crock pot because you need room for a lot of apples. I'm using these Honeycrisp apples, which they say they're from Michigan. I've never tried these, but they were on sale at the grocery store and they smell amazing. So I'm gonna use these. I have about 10 of these. Just some regular cinnamon, some sugar. I'm going to tell you the amounts and show you in a moment, but the last time I made this, I made a really small batch, so this is my first time trying a larger batch, and yeah, so what I'm going to do first is peel and slice the apples. So I've got all my apples in the crock pot. I forgot to mention that obviously you need to core them, and I just sliced them fairly thin, nothing super crazy. Then I'm going to put the sugar in, and this recipe I've just totally eyeballed everything. So I'm gonna put in about, maybe like 3/4 of a cup of sugar. Yeah. Looks good. And then for cinnamon, I'm just gonna sprinkle a whole lot of it in there. Just to sort of lightly, or I guess in my case, heavily cover the top. All right, then you don't even have to stir it or anything. You really don't want to take the lid off of the crock pot while you're cooking, but halfway through you can definitely, you know, mush it up a little bit if you want to like disperse the sugar and the cinnamon, but it will cook down really low. And what I did is I set it to high for 5 hours. If you want to make something else that's super yummy and delish, you can do this exact recipe, and then at this point you would add in maybe like a stick of butter or maybe a little more. I don't know. I've never made apple butter, so I guess I would just have to experiment with the amount of butter. But yeah, you could put the butter in there and it would make like a delicious, like buttery, like apple butter spread that you could put on biscuits and stuff. All right, so it has been 4 hours. I'm gonna see what they look like. And like, see, like, look how mushy. Looks so good. And then I can just kind of stir it a little bit and see it's just kind of breaking up. Just to get the cinnamon off the top. You don't even have to do this. I just thought I'd kind of show you. So it's got 1 more hour left. So an hour later when it was done, it looked exactly the same. My family that was coming over that night were already there, so I thought, you know, I didn't really have time to film the end of it. But essentially you just stir it up and serve it, and it's so good. And if you have some left over, heat it up again. And then to make little apple pies, which are, this is really fun for kids to do too. It's so simple, it's not even worth showing. Just take some refrigerator biscuits, like those Grand's Pillsbury biscuits or whatever, that's in a little tube, or in a can, I mean. Flatten out a biscuit and put just the tiniest bit of that applesauce filling in it, and then fold it over and seal it, and then bake it as to whatever the can says to bake the biscuits. And you have little yummy apple pies. You can really do so much with those. I just love them. They're just so good. So that's it, guys. I hope that you enjoyed my little taste of fall with all of these fall videos. I'm still gonna do more tutorials and things coming up in the season. I hope you enjoyed it again. I hope that you will have a fabulous week, and I will talk to you all very soon. Bye.